thank you for all those that put your hand to the grind and helping us do the finishing touches. It looks beautiful. Just to give a little update that at 2:30, Uncle Chris and Aunt Sue will be coming through the front doors there. Everybody's... What we would like, once we know that they're coming, everybody stand up and do a semicircle by the front door, and as they enter, we'll say surprise. And then Steve, who has his accordion, is going to be doing happy birthday, and then Stola. Okay? And then shortly after that, we'll have all the food prepped and ready to go. The juice that's on the table, that's for later, so please don't open that until then. There is pop and juice in the bar through those doors. And I think that's it. But thank you again. It's going to make my mom's day extra special.
How's her heart at the surprise? Are we going to be okay?
Hope so.
Okay.
Very good.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sylvia. Happy birthday to you. Stola, stola, yes, stola, stola, yes, nam. Yes, Yes,
Happy birthday, Sylvia Martin!
Are you surprised? Mom, everyone's here.
Ain't what they used to be. Ain't what they used to be. The old gray mare. She ain't what she used to be long years ago.
That haven't been seen in a while, my part, and everyone here, all the best to you. I'd like to start off the festivities with a word of prayer, and we'll get everything else falling into place. All right. Dear precious Heavenly Holy Father, Lord Jehovah Almighty God, Lord, I ask that you bless this get together for my mom's birthday with your love, your wisdom, your joy, your happiness, and Lord, just a rootin' tootin', doggone it, great time. Lord.
So at this time, we thought it would be nice if anybody had anything they would like to share, a memory, a story about my mom, that or something special that.
A good.
A nice memory.
Yeah, good or bad.
That's right. You can't say nothing nice, Uncle Chris.
Uncle Chris.
Oh, here it comes.
So, if anybody doesn't know me in the room, my name is Chris Caesar. Sylvia Martin used to be a Caesar back in the beginning. I've known Sylvia all my life.
Baby brother.
And it's funny that you played the Elvis song, because on the way here we started talking about the song, and she said she wishes Norm, our other brother, was here so she could ask him if when Norm got Sylvia Elvis's autograph, if Elvis was intrigued by her name that he decided to sing a song named Sylvia.
He absolutely did. Absolutely.
And I said, we don't need Norm. We can say that is the reason why he sang that song.
Oh, yeah.
And it works out good. Don, you said having memories, and everybody here knows Sylvia as a friend, as an aunt, as a sister, as an enemy. And you know memories are a big part of her life. I mean, when we talk on the phone, we're always talking about the old days. Different things happen, whether with our brothers or our sister. And, you know, she always has a good feeling when she talks about the good old days, okay? And I was wondering what I was going to say today because Don asked, or Anita asked me to say a few words, which I'd love to, but I didn't know what I was going to talk about. And then the more I thought about it, even though my nephews, I know, want to hear more stories about when I won high school
Absolutely. Work it in.
baseball championship
That's
at
right,
St.
world
Andrews.
champ.
It's not about me, it's about Sylvia.
Liars.
So Sylvia and I came from a wonderful family of 6 siblings. Mary and Joseph was our parents, if that tells you anything. And we had a great life. We have a great life, okay? And all the stories that we reminisce about, all the family get-togethers, all the nieces and nephews that came into the world. And now the nieces and nephews have kids, and we're still here enjoying it all. We've gone through a lot of ups and downs, health-wise. I mean, who can forget the day I hurt my big toe?
On the baseball diamond.
No, it wasn't on a baseball diamond. My friend Ken Rink came over and taught me how to balance myself on one of those cast iron lawn rollers, you know. I wasn't fast enough and it went over my foot. And then I went in, running in the house, and Sylvia came, "What's the matter?" And I showed her, and she went running the other way. But what's nice about the memories now, like I said, we're still here, and I look forward to future memories. Today is the first day of the rest of our lives. This is our family, you know. Share your memories, but more important, create new memories so we can, you know, all have a good time.
All right.
Turn the mic off.
All right, it's only right that Aunt Sylvia's favorite nephew. For those who don't know you, my name is Steve. My name's Steve, and Jeff. I also go by Jeff.
You just called for me. Right, Ansel?
That's all right.
Your favorite.
You go first.
No, you go first.
No.
I'm only here to correct you.
Okay, thank you very much. So yes, Aunt Sylvia is my godmother, and a wonderful godmother at that. Kept me on the straight and narrow as much as she could, but this isn't about me. So I was going to keep it short and sweet because that is who Aunt Sylvia is. She's short and she's sweet. And just a few fond memories. Aunt Sylvia has a wonderful singing voice. For those of you that's never heard her sing, I've heard duets with Uncle Don. I've heard her by herself just humming along. That's always been a good memory. Wonderful cook, raised 3 beautiful boys who now have beautiful spouses and families. And she's always amazed with Mackenzie, who was a big surprise coming in from Tennessee. And of course, the love of her life and her family and just everybody. Soft-spoken, caring, loving, and wonderful person. And those are the memories that I have from my Aunt Sylvia and many more. All right, that's it. Jeff, you're up. Okay, we got you. There's a 2-minute max.
Yes, I did. How long have we known each other? Okay, I'm not sure. You give me a ladder. Hello. Oh.
Can we hear you?
Good afternoon, and thank you all for coming. I can't say that.
She's hilarious. She's hilarious. Already.
My name is Diane Kozlowski-Miazga. I have known Sylvia for a very, very long time. We first met when we attended St. Kunigunda Elementary School in Detroit, and that's on the west side of Detroit. Okay, she went on to preschool. I went to St. Kunigunda's, and then we went to Chatsey together. We both attended Chatsey High School in Detroit. We graduated and went on with our lives. We both got married. We each had 3 children and still kept in touch. Sylvia lived on the east side, and I lived on the west side. She always kept telling me to move to the east side. Sylvia married my husband's best friend, Jim Jazierski, and had 3 children. I married Jim Miazga and also had 3 children. Sylvia and I would take our kids, her 3 and my 3, out to the beach, Tiger baseball games, movies, zoo. We also signed them up for bowling. Every Saturday morning, we were at the bowling alley from 9 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon. Remember, Sylvia? My husband Jim and I bought a cottage on Grass Lake, and Sylvia and Don Martin used to come out and visit, and they liked it so much that they bought a cottage down the street from us. We had some good times there. Sylvia and I have been through so much, and Sylvia was always there for me. She is a great friend, and I wish her the best of everything. She deserves it. Love you. Thank you.
Speaking of bowling.
Strike it rich. Well, Mom, it's your 80th birthday. You got a lot of family here, friends, neighbors, and relatives. We love you. You raised me to be the person I am, and with my brothers. You got us involved when our first dad passed away. You got us involved in sports, baseball, bowling, and then Cub Scouts, choir. I mean, you raised us before you met Don Martin. And I was in a play called Mame. And there was this one song that I sang while I was in that play. And Mom took note of it, and she asked me to sing it sometime. So I did off and on up until today. And I'd like to sing you that song, Mom. It's a dandy. You're my best girl, and nothing you do is wrong. I'm proud you belong to me. And if a day is rough for me, having you there's enough for me. And if someday another girl comes along, it won't take her long to see just hanging around, my best girl.
Top that, Jeff. Hey, wait, that's her husband. That's Diane's husband. Be Osgood. Be Osgood, guys.
Okay. You ready for this, Sylvia?
Oh, boy.
Okay. Jimmy Aska. I know Sylvia for probably 63 years when her hair was red. And I wrote a couple things down here that I could say nice about Sylvia, so hold on a minute.
Look how small that paper is.
Okay, here's what I gotta say nice about Sylvia. And anyway, I want to thank her for all the years, and happy birthday.
Party, and Steve and I were playing catch with a hard ball. And as we were throwing, you know, like boys do, they throw faster and faster and faster. Well, I got distracted with something, and Steve didn't see that I wasn't looking, and he whizzed it. And then the ball was coming, and he says, "Tom," and I looked. I felt the wind. It was that close, and after that, we both dropped the mitts and left. So very good.
Hi, Sylvia. I love you too. I've only known you a short while. 40 years, not 80. No shit. I was there at your 42nd birthday, not your 40th. All right? 33 years ago, I asked you and Don if you would help host our wedding. Can't thank you enough for everything you went out for, everything you did. Even Don spending $9 for a new blue tarp for the pontoon boat. It was a miracle. From my heart and my wife's heart of 33 years, we thank you for that memory. We'll never forget it. Happy birthday.
Wow, this is intimidating. And I know most of you. Like Uncle Chris said, I thought about what I was going to say, even wrote some stuff down, but it has to come from the heart. And I have some memories, but it's more now, the relationship. My mom passed away a couple years ago, and Aunt Sylvia kind of filled in. She's there for me and for everybody. There's so much love she has for us all, and that we have for her. It's an honor to be here to celebrate with you. A couple of the memories I have, one was I was walking home from ceramics class from St. Lawrence, and down Lanyo, come up to Michigan Avenue, and Uncle Don is broadcasting his polka radio show from there. So I went in there, and he put me on the air to introduce a song, and I requested it to my favorite Aunt Sylvia. Well, little did I know that my Aunt Sue was listening. So when I got home, I got an earful. Oh, she's your favorite. But that one really stuck with me. And then there was a couple when we were real young, just the compassion. I remember being at Gigi's house on Cabot Street. We were with the boys, and I want to say it was either Mick or I. We were playing with this Nerf airplane, and it had an eye for the weight and the nose, and Mick or I swung it, and it caught Tommy right in the face. And he started bleeding. I know it's a terrible start, but the end was the compassion that Aunt Sylvia had. She made us feel like it was okay. We weren't gonna, throw you in the closet and beat your butt. So early on, the love was there, the compassion. There's a lot in the heart for you. We all have, and I just love you. Happy birthday. Love you all.
Love you, Steve.
Okay. Just a couple memories. Aunt Sylvia and my mom were really close all along, and we were lucky that our cousins, all 6 of us kids, we did everything together. And I just don't know how the moms put up with 6 boys like that at the ages we were and all the trouble we got into, and they put up with us. And it was great growing up with our cousins and our aunt like that. I also remember Aunt Sylvia's tuna noodle casserole or tuna salad. Okay, we gotta definitely bring that up because I was looking to see if it was over there, but since it was a surprise, she probably didn't make it today.
Day off.
And then just how open her and Uncle Don were at the cottage. There was always the one big get together for the summer, but if you wanted to go out there on your own, all you had to do was call, and they were like, come on out, and very welcoming and great hosts and lots of love. Happy birthday, Aunt Sylvia.
Pressure on me too to get up here since all the East Siders were up here. So my dad and my uncle Dan, they both moved to the West Side with your best friend. So we didn't have as many interactions as the Yankeses and your kids. I think that's the reason we were moved to the West Side, to stay away from them. We were in trouble. Especially that Mickey guy. But I do remember Christmases at Grandpa Caesar's house and in the basement, and then at Uncle Chris's house. They were always good memories. And I know Jason kept it up for a while, and I think every time he looked for support, he didn't find anybody behind him. But but those memories are awesome. Since my father's passed, a few years ago, 10 years or so, it's always nice to see his siblings. Unfortunately, there's only 2 left, but when I see them, I think of my father and my uncle and aunts, and it warms my heart. So, happy birthday, Aunt Sylvia.
Well, oh jeez.
Sylvia, what would you have done? There was 80
I
candles. Well, I'm lost for words, believe it or not, but I just want you all to know that my sister-in-law especially did something pretty smart and tricky, because she called me a couple of times when I didn't realize she normally, well, no, I didn't say, that's wrong. She normally don't call me as often as, we talk, but not the days, never mind. I'm nervous. Erase. She first said to me, Sil, are you going to do anything special on your 80th birthday? And I said, well, I'm going to be with my family. And that's what I want to be, To me, I don't need anything big to celebrate. my family is my love, my life. And she says, yeah, but it's 80, And I says, nah, I don't want. And then we let it go at that. And then somehow my family got involved. I don't know, got involved, but they were planning something. But Aunt Sue then made the second call and said, Chris and I would like to take you out to dinner or a luncheon on Sunday for your 80th birthday because we have a charity event. This is the charity event. And I have tickets. And I said, and I was a little kind of hesitant. And she says, you're stalling. And I says, well, I'm thinking, I says, Don and Kara are coming for the weekend. And she says, well, invite them. I says, you know what? Yeah, I'll invite them, So I got back to her that they'd be happy to come. So she says, the only one maybe that'll be there would be Jason and Amron, her one son and daughter-in-law. And okay, that's who I thought was gonna be at this charity event. We walk in the door and the gal says, are you here to play euchre? I says, no, we're here for the charity event. And she says, and then I hear the polka music. I says, it must be there. And so that's when the doors open, and believe me, I was surprised. I am very surprised that nothing got passed where it got leaked. I come to find out my granddaughter was in a car when Tom and Anita were visiting me yesterday, laying on the back seat.
You ate cake and ice cream without her.
Yeah, they ate cake and ice cream. We offered them cake and ice cream, and they ate it. Oh, you know that story. Okay. But she came in Friday. I didn't even know she was in here, in town. And so this is such a pleasant surprise. I love you guys so much. I just got on Facebook this year, or this past November, and like Jason knows, and my family knows, Chris, I'm a gal for memories, not because I'm 80, but maybe it is because I do have all those memories. But you know what? All of you that are in my life over here, my family, my friends, I have memories made from different periods of time with you. We could have just sat and talked for a few minutes, or what? But you know what? Just being with you. Don, okay. Yeah. Just being with you, knowing you are here means so much to me. When I would write on Facebook, I know all of you aren't my Facebook people because I'm hesitant to have a lot of people. And when I say memories are a gift from God that is special to all of us. And when we make it every day, and the love that we share to one another is something special. And you guys today gave me so much love in my heart. Thank you so much for this day, for the memories you're making for me for my 80th year, and whatever God has in store for me. This is going to be one of my special memories. Thank you.
Better check Facebook, it's gonna be all over it now.
Alrighty, so right now we're just gonna be passing around the cake, and then a little bit later, we have a 20-question game on who knows my grandmother the best. So just be prepared for that. We'll just have, we'll probably pass around like little sheets of paper or whatever, and then we'll just read off some answers, and hopefully we can see who wins. All right.
And then bingo, I see bingo up there. We better play some bingo.
There we go.
Euchre, poker, we'll get it all in. Turned.